Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's actually been a few days since we've been on camera. When we film every single day for the most part, you don't really get time to actually edit the videos, so that kind of posed a bit of a problem for us. So we figured it was about time that we took a couple days off filming. So we've been holed up here in Saigon for the last 3 or 4 days, just trying to catch up on editing.
Anyways, going back just a couple days to Dalat, we decided to treat ourselves to a luxury sleeper bus. The bus was incredibly well equipped. It had many places for storage, it even had a TV screen, they provided water, the seat reclined. I would say it was pretty bougie. Bad and bougie, bad. And it only cost us about $20 Canadian per ticket.
Where has this been all my life? Finally, I can get away from Kirsten. I don't hate her yet. See you in Saigon. Back home in North America, we have a couple of different food delivery services like Uber Eats and Skip the Dishes. But here in Vietnam, GrabFood takes it to an entirely new level. Now, we've been spending the last couple of days here trying to get caught up on some work and some editing, and we decided to try out the food delivery service. So for 85,000 dong, including the cost of the driver, we got 2 bun tit nuong dishes, which is essentially like a vermicelli rice noodle with grilled pork. And we also got some deep fried spring rolls on the side. And for 85,000 dong, that's not too bad. It's even street food. I don't think we'll ever leave the apartment ever again. While our time here has been a game of catch-up, editing isn't the only thing that we've been doing. Our Airbnb has a pool, so we've been spending time cooling down in the water and swimming some laps. And since today is actually our last full day in Vietnam, we thought it would be worthwhile to take a trip down memory lane.
2 years ago, Kirsten and I came to Southeast Asia for the first time together on a 1-month backpacking trip. And the first place we came was Ho Chi Minh City. Talk about baptism by fire. One of the first places that we showed up to was actually this exact intersection and to a cafe called Phuc Long right there somewhere. Now this cafe has an upstairs patio and we came and watched the traffic in awe. I'm still not really sure how it works, but it just seems to kind of flow. Anyways, oh my god. We thought what better way to come and hunt for some nostalgia than to come back to this exact cafe and sit in the exact spot we sat 2 years ago and watch the traffic. Just check this out. It's crazy. It's amazing, but it's crazy.
section that we did 2 years ago definitely brought back a big feeling of nostalgia. Even though it may not be the highest view in the city, it's definitely one of our favorite views. We're now skipping through the park that we skipped through about 2 years ago, visiting Ben Thanh Market. We're off to Ben Thanh Market today so Richard can find a couple t-shirts to wear in India. He has a price in mind, so we'll see if we can get that.
What are you looking for?
Black t-shirt.
I have t-shirt here.
My t-shirt come in look ma'am. Select for you.
What's me?
Xin chào.
T-shirt.
Something else?
Hello. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Beautiful. Any color? Underwear. Underwear. Short for you. Red.
Can I try underwear on?
Short for you, me. Cheap price. What you looking for?
Black t-shirt, just plain, no logo.
Okay, okay,
No logo. You
I
have?
have no logo.
No logo.
Yeah. What size?
It's got logo on it.
No.
logo.
Excuse me. I have no logo. Feel the quality and I have the plain one. You see? This one I have no logo. The cotton.
You have better quality?
Yeah.
Better quality, best quality.
Yeah. I said bad, this is good. Good quality.
Okay.
I have no logo. Okay. You see?
No, okay, thank you.
I just here. I have here. Can this
Okay,
one,
thank you.
No plain one.
Plain, no logo.
No logo. T-shirt like that.
Yeah, but no logo. Same material? Totally okay. That's
You want to see?
It's okay.
I think so.
It's okay.
Arm's pretty big though, isn't it?
Yeah, they're a bit big.
Is it weird fit?
You want the long
It's a little like short, I think. No, thank you.
You want smaller?
Just keep looking. Yeah, I didn't like that. Okay, thank you.
She says she's right now.
I didn't like that shirt. I didn't like the shirt.
They like it.
No, thank you.
She show you
No,
now.
okay, thank you.
I show you more color.
I didn't like the shirt. It wasn't right.
No. What you want? Come here. She show.
No,
Just
thank you. Okay. It's a little better. I don't think I'm gonna find no logo here.
That one feels better.
This one feels better.
If you want smaller, touch smaller.
Okay, thank you.
You try this one and one more smaller.
Okay.
Wrong way vậy đó. Wrong way.
This is way better
That's
fit
better.
though. This is a way better fit. This is the right size too, right?
Yeah.
We'll see what the quote is though. How much for one? Whew. Too much.
One adjustable. How much you want?
Too much. Oh.
That's way too much.
If I buy two? Two? 80.
Two?
No.
Okay, I did for you for two.
80. 280. Like that. Two.
How much for two?
80.
You think 80 just $3? How can have two t-shirts?
80 is like, yeah, it's like
You
$4.
give me US dollar đi.
US dollar?
Yes.
I pay dong. I have
Okay,
dong.
Dong. How much for one dong?
For
Say
one?
it.
For one? For one.
Dong chokin. I really want to say for you the morning.
Okay, for one, I'll do this. For one. 300 is a lot. Like I pay that for a t-shirt in Canada, same price.
Not same quality.
Yeah, same, better quality.
Okay, for one.
It's too much. For one. For one.
Okay, for one.
It's getting better. I think we do 100 for one, or is it still too much?
150 for one.
80,
Okay.
80 last price.
Okay, 120. Yes or no?
80 last price. No?
110. Yes or no?
80 last price. No? Okay, thank you. It's nice.
That one's nice though.
Bigger size?
I like this.
What size?
Large? Bigger size, yeah?
One more big good.
Yeah, one more bigger, I think. Different.
This one's softer.
This
You
one
want?
different.
This one no one. This one not yet what? You
No.
want the
Oh, you
same
wash?
one? Yes. The one. You want last?
Maybe large.
And long.
It actually does feel pretty nice quality, so
I like these ones.
yeah. It's better quality than the last one we tried.
Can I help you, miss?
The difference between here and Thailand. Thailand, they just tell me I'm fat.
I think I like these ones better. Which one you like? Two. You like two?
Vietnam middle. This one the t-shirt. And this one the long pants. Okay,
Oh, no, too much.
That's tourist price.
Tourist price.
We know it's tourist price. Tourist price.
How much?
Where should we start? 150?
For one.
For two.
two, for both.
How
For both.
can? This one the linen. How can for
Lady
two?
down there, sure.
Not the
100.
Same. Not the
Same,
I'm
same.
with
Same,
you.
same.
Same.
Please, maximum they cannot
same.
for two.
One.
Please. Cannot sell. I really want to sell the money.
You're giving best deal.
Okay.
Maximum like 180.
Just $1, how can? Okay.
You gotta get.
okay.
Oh,
Please.
Whoa, no.
still very high. Still very high. So we'll give you last price, okay? Last price.
Please.
Final,
Last
last
price,
price.
last
We can't higher.
250 mà đi đang ấy.
No, too high.
You're still very high.
One more
Very high.
maximum. Thank you. Thank you.
Too much, though.
Too much.
Definitely
One more
too
đi,
much.
please. One more. Just a little, please. Thank you very much. Please.
I do like the shirt.
A little đi.
28000. Last price.
Final price.
Okay, thank you. Thank
No,
you.
no.
Little more.
280.
280. Last
Okay.
price.
Okay, hết 20 more đi. 300, please.
All right, you drive a tough
Okay.
bargain. You drive a tough bargain.
Thank you very much.
You were tough.
Thank you from you today.
You drive a tough bargain.
We hopefully give you little luck.
Honestly, I have so much fun at the Ben Thanh Market every time we go. 2 years ago, we went a couple times and we did a little bit more shopping than we did this time. Now, one thing you really have to be careful of in this market is like the bait and switch, where the vendors will have a really nice high quality shirt to show you, but when you need a different color or you need a different size, they'll go to the back and they'll get a much lesser quality one. So we were very diligent about this. Now, if you'll notice, the first vendor, she initially quoted me $300,000 for a fairly low quality t-shirt and ended up going all the way to $110,000. But in my mind, I had set my limit at $80K because the t-shirt just wasn't that great a quality. The second vendor, well, she drove a pretty hard bargain. Kirsten found a pair of pants she liked, and I found a t-shirt that I liked. So we went a little bit over the limit that we had initially set for ourselves, but $300K for what we got, still a pretty good deal. Now, continuing on the nostalgia hunt, there's one more stop. It's actually a food court that we spent a lot of time at the last time we were here in Vietnam.
This place was definitely our favorite to eat at when we visited 2 years ago, and honestly, I don't know why we haven't spent more time this trip here. There are so many things to choose from. We got our absolute favorite, bun thit nuong, because, I mean, why not try all the bun thit nuong in Vietnam? But it is a classic that we certainly love, and every place does it just a little bit differently. There are so many amazing things to try here. I was really tempted to try hot pot because we haven't had a chance to try it here in Vietnam yet. But there's many other things that we haven't tried that I think would be equally delicious here.
Well, it's the following morning and we're sad to say that it's about time to leave Vietnam. And as much as we'd love to stay, our visas expire tomorrow and I don't really want to deal with an expired visa at the border, so it's time to head to the airport. Goodbye, nice view of Saigon. Goodbye, shower with a door. Goodbye, spacious apartment. Goodbye, 35-degree Saigon heat. Goodbye, Vietnamese iced coffee. Goodbye, unbelievably cheap grab rides. Goodbye, Vietnam. Well, after 1 full month in Vietnam, it's hard to believe that we're leaving. It's certainly a bittersweet moment at this point.
We definitely love Vietnam. From the people to the places to the food. I really think there's a great deal of things you can do here in a month, and I feel like we've barely scratched the surface.
Even more beautiful than the nature in this country are the people. Everybody was so friendly and helpful. Anytime we would say Xin Chào, which is hello in Vietnamese, in the streets to a Vietnamese person, the smile on their face was just enormous. We're heading to a new country now, and it is kind of hard to believe two things. First of all, that we're actually going to this country, and second of all, that our first full month of travel is already over. Anyways, if you guys like this video, consider watching another one of our other videos. Maybe even giving us a thumbs up, leaving us a comment, or hitting the subscribe button. See you in our next country.
Bye.
Bye.